All right, getting this all started up, making sure everything looks okay and sounds okay. All right. Take all. All right, looks all right there. Open up my chat. And my first chat of the night. Ava says hello, everyone. We got 2 minutes, or at least a minute and a half. All right, can you hear me okay? Hopefully you can hear me okay. All right. 7:58, almost time. Al says hi, everyone. Hey, Al. Thanks for joining us. Can you guys hear me okay? Hopefully. Fingers crossed. All right. I don't see any feedback yet, so hopefully that's a good thing. Ava says sounds and looks good. All right, thank you. So that turned out to be a good thing. Good. 7:59. All right, almost time. So if you want to, if you're watching, feel free to share this on whatever Facebook page you happen to be on. If you get a chance, or maybe even after the show, just share it on your Facebook page if you would. Okay, it looks like we are, looks like you guys can see me, it looks like you can hear me. And at 8 o'clock, we'll hit this save. We'll switch over to all these other Facebook pages that I have this set on. Here we go, 8 o'clock. All right, let's get it started. Hey everybody, this is Bryan Hogue. Thank you for joining me for another week of the Chiller Night Live pre-show. So, thank you. We got David Long says, looks good. Glam Fang says, hi all, sounds good on YouTube. All right, great. Thank you, Glam. And David Silvio says, the champagne is popped. Cheers. All right, that's what we like to hear. Okay, so we are up, ready, and going at it, folks. Another week, another Saturday night, another chiller night here on Facebook. Tom says no audio on YouTube. Well, Glam was on. She said no. She said it sounds good. Did it go? Oh no! Did I lose audio on YouTube? That's no good. Glam, are you still on? Well, you let me know. You let me know if we have it or not. David says I'm having no problem with YouTube. Okay, all right. Maybe that's, I don't know, Tom. Maybe that's, I don't know. Maybe that's just on your end. I mean, I hate to say I hope so, but I kind of I hope it's not widespread. It doesn't seem to be, at least. So that's kind of good. Right now, I just want to take this moment, like I do when I open the show up. I want to thank Stream TV for giving me a weekly platform on which to show my Chiller Night programming, Chiller Night Theater. Of course, is a hosted horror show hosted by Jack Shadow, and you also see other characters on there, such as Aura the Witch, played by my wife, Ava, and Elvon Knock, played by Samantha Diener. So, and of course, Chiller Chat, my talk show, and we'll be discussing that a little bit later. So, thank you to Stream TV. Thank you to Chop Block TV, behind Boba Fett here, CBTV Horror Network. You can find them online at butchermedia.com, right there, butchermedia.com. And also Paranormal Warehouse at, whoops, there we go, paranormalwarehouse.com. These channels support Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat both, so they support me. I encourage you to support them. I certainly want to give them a good shout out as well as Vicelli Pizza. So I'll get into that because I was there earlier today. I was filming a commercial for them, so to be used as an insert on this show. So I had a busy day. Good day. Good day. Glam says, still have audio on my end. All right, cool. Thank you. David says, happy first day of February. It is, yeah. Can you imagine that? We're creeping a little closer to February 7th, the very first Friday Night Frights of the year. You know, it's been a while since June. June of last year was our last one, so and I had to put that on delay because of the haunted house, the Harrisville haunted house, but we are back at it. We will be Friday anyways. Brad says, it's the Chiller Night pre-show with Bryan Hogue, starring Bryan Hogue. Now here's Bryan. All right, thank you, Brad. Glad you could join us. All right, so, oh, I still have their website up, don't I? There we go. All right, make it a little more room there. All right. Corpus says, greetings, greetings, Corpus. Tonight, look at this schedule for tonight. Feast your eyes upon, gaze upon it. Okay, 9 p.m., Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Beast from Haunted Cave. Then at 11 p.m., Chiller Chat's a new episode. It will be with my guest, Donald F. Glut. Now, of course, that was live streamed on this last Tuesday. And now we have the edited episode that will be featured here on Stream TV tonight. 11:30, Chiller Night Theater. Jack Shadow features The Wasp Woman. And then at 1:30 a.m., Chiller Chat. Now this is the one I did live on January 21st. And then Chiller Night Theater at 2 a.m., The Crawling Eye. So there we have it. That was the schedule. Oh, Brad says, what's on tonight, Bryan? Oh, there it is. So, there we go. Al says, hi, Corpus and Cassandra. Cassandra says, hi, Al. All right, so everyone exchanging their salutations. And Chiller Chat with, I mentioned that's a still photo from the episode that we just had. So that was kind of neat. That was really, really cool talking to Donald F. Glut the other day, and let's see, he was talking about his Tales of Frankenstein movie, among many, many other things. I remember that night Tom had asked me where I found him, and that's actually when I was a kid. I mentioned this that night, but I'll mention this again if you didn't happen to see that episode. But when I was a kid, you know, when The Empire Strikes Back came out, you know, I had this is my copy from 1980, I believe 1980. But yeah, this is it. This is my copy. I read this thing so many times, and you know, that his name was recognizable to me because like I said, I read this thing so many times, and then I started seeing his name appear like on Saturday morning on the cartoons and stuff, all these episodes, and then comic books, written by, you know, and then that's how I got to know that he was, you know, obviously involved in other things other than the novelization of The Empire Strikes Back. But that's where I first learned of him. And then Brad says, sorry I couldn't make it on Chiller Chat on Tuesdays. Oh, hey, no, don't be. There's many times when the Thursday nights, I love the idea, and I appreciate very much Corpus doing that. There's a lot of times I can't make it on Thursday nights. I might be editing something or working on a project, and I can't get to that. But I think it's really cool that we have things on different nights at least are options if you have those nights off and looking for something to watch. Robert says, "Okay, Brian. Hey, Robert, thanks for joining us." And then, and speaking of that, now this coming, pull this up here. This coming Thursday night on the Chiller Night Facebook group page. I'm getting better at saying that. It was a little tricky, but then I went and ruined it right after. The Chiller Night Facebook group page, every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have a watch party, and Corpus picks out the movie. She hosts that, and we very much appreciate that. And this coming week, Corpus, whenever you're ready, we'll let everybody know what's coming up for this week's watch party. Al says, "We miss you. We missed you, Brian." Oh, hey. Oh, on Thursday. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Glamfang says, "The chat with Mr. Glut was very entertaining. What hasn't he done?" Yeah, really. He's worked in so much. He's been at it for a long time. Been making movies since he was like 9 years old. Just like, that reminds me so much of, let's make sure Corpus hasn't responded yet. All right. Let us know when you're ready to announce the movie, Corpus. Corpus says, "Oh yes, this Thursday's watch party feature is my drum roll." All right, it's coming. I know it is. All right, I'm just not gonna give up hope. It's on its way. I can feel it. All right. Well, maybe it's not. Oh, here it is. Fright Night. All right. Fright Night will be the movie Thursday night on the Chiller Night Facebook group page at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you're looking for something to do on Thursday nights, you want to watch a cool movie and you want to interact and chat with other like-minded folks, hop on there, become a member of the Chiller Night Facebook group page, and you too can participate in that. And that's a really good movie. I love that movie, Fright Night. That was I don't know if you've ever heard me tell the story about coming up with the name for Chiller Night Theater. That was part of Chiller Theater from Pittsburgh. That was the inspiration, and I liked Fright Night, the name of it, and I love that movie. So Chiller Night Theater. That's what you got. All right, that's what you got now. Cassandra says, "Yeah, I love that movie." Brad says, "Awesome." David Long, "Love Fright Night." Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I hope I can watch that this night. I'm doing a lot of things to prepare for this upcoming Friday Night Frights. It's another thing coming up the night after this, so we'll see. I don't know for sure if I can watch, but I really hope you guys do. I hope you get on there and watch Fright Night for the watch party. Al says, "Great movie, Corpus." Yeah, that's a good selection. Very good selection. She always picks out really good ones. So, all right. And that will be Thursday, and then that'll be the 6th, and then the 7th. We're back to Jack Shadow's Friday Night Frights. And we'll be playing the movie. Jack will be hosting Silent Night, Bloody Night. That poster right there, that promo was put together by David Long. So thank you, David. Of Vicelli Pizza in Butler, Pennsylvania. But that's it. That's the movie, folks. So hopefully, watch Fright Nights on Thursday nights, and then join Jack Shadow. Where is that? Where is he? Where is he? Yeah, he's up there. He's up in the castle shadow right now. If you look closely, sharp-eyed viewers can see him up there. He's actually moving around no doubt preparing for a night of frights and chills on Chiller Night Theater coming up at 9 p.m. So hopefully you get a chance to check it out. Brad says, any luck with the Chiller Night Theater on Roku? No, but I got a little bit more information on that, and I just don't know if that's something I really can pursue at this time. However, there is an alternative that I've thought about like a year ago. I mean, it's not Roku, but I'm not quite there yet, I don't think. Although, Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat are on other Roku channels, like such as Stream TV, of course, and Chop Block TV. But I think what I'm going to do is go with that, keep, doing these and do the Friday Night Frights and maybe set up a Patreon account. I tried to do that before, and I kind of just spun my wheels and kind of got stuck and couldn't go any further with it. I'll give it another try. See if it works. I don't know, but Corpus says, you may not have time, Brian. Oh yeah, I know. I'm a little limited on time anymore, especially this week coming up. John says, hello from New Jersey. Hey, John, thanks for joining us. Thank you for joining us once again for a Chiller Night Live pre-show. And let me see. Yeah, Silent Night, Bloody Night. If you guys have never seen that actually Brad picked that one. He asked to do that one. So where is that? I have the trailer here. If you've never seen this is a good movie. Really? I don't have it. Oh, here we go. No, this isn't the trailer either. This is here's my little promo video. All right, 30 seconds out of your life. It'll make you a better person. Here. So there we go. Corpus says, time to watch Fright Night. I mean, oh yeah, no, I knew what you meant. That's yeah, I probably won't have, just because I'm working on the Friday Night Frights and putting together you saw the pictures I posted earlier today on my Facebook page. I met up with David Long, and actually I have a picture of that somewhere. Or do I? Yeah, sure, I think I do. I went to the Jelly Pizza today in Butler, and I was shooting a commercial for them. There's David right there. I get to play the customer. So we worked on that today, and that was a lot of fun. I was just trying to stay out of their way, but yet trying to get this done. And so that was kind of fun. Brad says, they're tricky at times, Brian, those Roku apps to create. Oh, I can believe it. I tried and didn't get too far in the process. But Corpus says, yes, you were doing a Vicelli commercial. Yes, I'm putting together a 30-second commercial for Vicelli that will be inserted in the Chiller Night Theater episode, the actual in between the bumpers. I want to start doing that for businesses or events, like anything that relates to Gross Fest. I'll be doing something a little early yet to have a commercial for something like Gross Fest, but maybe by next month I'll be doing that. I'll be talking about Gross Fest show this show here because that's coming up in July. A lot of fun. We'll get to that, but that was something. I'll see if maybe I can put together something like that for them. But for people who want to support and sponsor Chiller Night Theater, it'll be on the show during the Friday Night Frights. It'll be on the YouTube version, and it'll also air on Stream TV. So I think that's pretty cool. And that's a, if anybody else, if you know of any businesses who want to support Chiller Night Theater, oh boy, send them my way. And if they live within in somewhere in Northwest Pennsylvania, I'll drive out, make them a commercial too. So, um, Tom says, say hi to my friend Sally watching. Hey, Sally, thanks for watching us. All right, I appreciate it. Thanks, Tom, for for bringing her to us. Appreciate that. David says, definitely enjoyable. My son Devin says, yay, Brian and Daddy, LOL. That's cool. Glam says, hi, Sally, welcome. All right. Now, see, you won't see that comment. Oh, yes, you will, Tom, because you're on YouTube. Okay, you're normally on Facebook. Brad says, oh, yes, Grows Fest. So, glad to have you aboard there, Sally. Glad you're watching us. And, if you get a chance Friday night on the 7th, hope you get a chance to watch Friday Night Frights with Jack Shadow. And that's coming up. Wow, those are something. I always enjoy them. Someday I would love for Chiller Night Theater to regularly be a live program. That'd be pretty cool. Be really neat if it was weekly. Maybe we'll get to that. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. That'd be kind of neat. Would you guys support something like that? I mean, would you watch that every week if we had something like that? Let me know. Let me know. I've got some wheels turning. So let's see. All right. I think I'm caught up on. When you guys are saying hi to each other, I'll just well. Corpus says hi, Sally. Oh, there's another hi, Sally. All right. All right. So we want to make Sally feel welcome as well. David says Devin wants to know if the zombies in the background are eating the delivery driver. Well, no, actually, the good news is that the Vicelli pizza drivers get away because Jack, if you watch that one, Jack kind of keeps an eye on them to make sure that they escape the zombies. He scolds the zombies so that the Vicelli pizza delivery drivers can keep bringing the pizzas to Castle Shadow. They got to be a little quick on their feet, though, I'll tell you, or they might get eaten. Brad says, I told you about the 1924 silent film Greed not too long ago. Yes, you did. Mm-hmm. I do kind of, always so when it comes to silent movies, I made the exception with Nosferatu as far as a full-length movie because that was the first time we did a Friday Night Frights last January. We started it out, and I always wanted to do Nosferatu. I always wanted to play that movie, but I just I was unsure about that was something that, like you guys, I have no doubt you guys would enjoy that. But for the general audience at 9 p.m. on a Saturday night, I have to think about that. Is my general audience on for the stream TV, the TV channel, are they going to want to sit and watch a silent movie? Maybe so, and if so, I put that one on later in the night. So if they did want to watch that, they could definitely watch it on TV. But I kind of would rather not put that as a 9 o'clock feature. So that's my only thing with doing silence, unless like we did Frankenstein. We did the Frankenstein 1910 version at the end of I think the Killer Shrews, if I remember right. And because that was just that was a short one. That was like 10, 12 minutes long, something like that. So that was a short feature that I felt comfortable with throwing on as an added bonus. So that's why we did that one. Al says, we watch Jack now every week. Going live would be even better. All right, cool. Thank you, Al. Corpus says, gotta have someone to bring the pizza. Yeah, you have to. You gotta keep them safe. Brad says, greed can be a powerful, addicting thing. Yes, I'm sure it could be. Corpus is replying to Brad Beckwith. I really want to check that movie out. Only found it out about it a while back. And then Brad says I was talking about the short version. Well, even yeah. I think what you showed me though was like an hour and a half or something like that, or an hour and close to an hour and a half, an hour and 24 minutes or something like that. If there's anything like a silent short, maybe 15 minutes or something like that, I don't have a problem putting that on at the end of a regular episode. It's just that not saying I never do it, but I do have some episodes already, the titles already lined up for some future episodes because I'm already preparing those, including of course Silent Night, Bloody Night. So that's what's going on. I'm hard at work to bring you guys these programs. I just love these old films. I just always have. I'm glad that there's an audience out there for it. As long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep making them. So I just love doing this, and I really like this getting together on the Saturday nights from 8 until a few minutes shy of 9 to just kind of get together. Of course we go over the schedule, yeah, but it's just kind of a little chat session as well. So I like that. I really like that. Let's see what else we got. Brad says I'm scrapping on public domain horror as much as I can. Movies. Yep. Yeah. Some of those are really good. A lot of them are really good. And the ones that aren't are still fun, like Iga. I'm always going to throw Iga in as my example. But, how fun is that? I don't know. I think that's a lot of fun. Dale's here. All right, Dale. Hey, Dale, thanks for joining us. All right, where are we at? I don't know if you guys can notice this. I'm looking at my screen and I can kind of see on the side of my face I have quite a lump that has formed. I don't know how noticeable that is to you, but to me it's extremely noticeable. I have an infected tooth, which has infected the gum and everything. I gotta have it pulled. I was just at the dentist. Very painful, very painful. So hopefully we can get that out and taken care of. I'm just looking at that thinking, I wonder if anyone's seeing that, noticing what the heck's going on with this guy. But that's what's going on. Yeah. Dale says, as always, Corpus Christine, it's a pleasure. Kevin says, hi, mate. Hey, Kevin, thanks for joining us. All right, where are you watching from, Kevin? Just curious. Are you overseas watching us? Let us know. I'm kind of curious. And then Cassandra Blue, love you, sis. Dale says. So sponsors, upcoming Chiller Chat guests. Oh yeah, I'm still going to be doing a Chiller Chat Tuesday night. I'm not going to have guests on for a couple weeks because, there's a couple weeks where I won't be able to put any new programming on with the Stream TV. I have to submit. I won't have time to, because of their schedule. They're doing something with the system to where I can't submit it for, I think, the 8th and the whatever week after that. So 15th but after that then I can. So I'm actually thinking about Doc Dredd is going to be on here talking about his movie reviews, and Corpus Christine, I'm going to have her on because I think it's kind of neat to have some of you on an actual Chiller Chat episode. I think that'll be a lot of fun. So let me look at my calendar here. Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh, maybe we could still. I was going to have Doc on the 18th. That's a Tuesday the 18th. I might still be able to do that. I'm not sure. that might be one of those weeks. I'll have to find out for sure. I've been very busy. I don't have to. I'm trying to keep up with things. So if not on the 18th, maybe the 25th, and then I'll have to have Corpus on after that. I didn't want to have any guests on before that because I'm not sure if I can turn it around and get it to Stream TV and they air you that week. You know, I kind of want it to be on Tuesday, and then that Saturday night you'd be on TV. So Stream TV. Uh, Kevin says, I am from Ireland. Glad to be friends with you. All right, Kevin. That's what I thought. When you wrote me earlier today, I checked out where you were from. So I always kind of like to do that, get an idea of where folks are watching from. So, wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you were a friend of, Facebook friend of Donald Glut. So glad to have you aboard. Corpus is replying to H. and Murdoch. Hi. Oh, hey. H. and Heidi Murdoch says, hello. Hey, Heidi, thanks for joining us. And then Cassandra says, replying to Kevin Malone, that is so cool. That is. That's really neat. Well, thank you. Thank you for watching us. That's really cool. And hopefully, if you get a chance to check out Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat tonight on Stream TV, that would be really neat. So, I've never been to Ireland. I've been to England. I was stationed over there for a couple of years, but I never got to Ireland. So I was so close, so close. And then, but we're gonna have Doc Dread on here. We're gonna have Corpus. Corpus will talk to our TV viewers. I have a pretty good TV, numbers with that. But I'd like to get a fraction of that to also join online. I'm trying to build my online numbers, for Facebook, YouTube. I'd really like to see that increase. Working on it. I'm working on it. So we shall see. But I think that'll be cool if Corpus can be on there and talk about the Chiller Night Facebook group page and talk about the watch parties. And that's the one we have every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. If you're a member, you can as long adhere to the rules and everything. Read over the rules, yeah. But you can have watch parties. Feel free, absolutely. But that's kind of like the standard one, like every Thursday night at 8. We know that unless Corp has something, that's she can't make it that night or something. She's been kind enough to take that on, so very much appreciate that. And Dale says, what is the flick for tonight? Aha! Well, that will be at 9 o'clock. Beast from Haunted Cave, Roger Corman film. And 11 p.m. We have guest Donald F. Glut. Now, Donald, that's the one that we just taped that the other night. I edited that episode, and that's the one that's going to be on TV tonight. 11th or online if you want to go online and watch that or connect to the Roku channel. 11:30, the movie will be The Wasp Woman, and 1:30 in the morning, Chiller Chat. It's just the one that I did on January 21st, and 2 a.m. Chiller Night Theater, The Crawling Eye. So that's what's playing tonight. Now, I'll probably go over that one more time, at least one more time. I usually do before the end of the show. So, Tom says, my dog Jack wants to know if Jack Shadow likes dogs. Of course he does. Of course he does. Likes them hot? In a bun? No, I'm kidding, you animal lovers. Of course he does. Who doesn't love dogs? Al says, we love the Corpus movies. Yeah, she gets some really good ones. Kevin says, are you a fan of Dark Shadows TV soap? Love it. Actually, Kevin, believe it or not, as much as I've seen, those in the magazines that I've read over the years and stuff like that, they didn't have that I knew of when I was growing up. I never knew about it, or at least on the TV channel around me that played that. So I never grew up watching that. I know of it, but I've never actually followed that series. And I wish I would have. I wish I would have followed that, when I was growing up and then when it was playing regularly. I know now it's probably, you can get online and look that stuff up. I'm sure it's no problem to watch them now. They don't have them on Shutter. I wish I had them on Shutter. The Shutter channel. We have that on the streaming channel, but they don't have that on there. That's probably one. If anybody from Shutter, I don't know what the odds are, can hear me, you should put Dark Shadows on there. But Glam says, Tom, that's a great question. Can't wait to hear the answer about the dog. Yes, Jack. Sure, Jack likes dogs. And Corpus says, yep, all are welcome to host watch parties. That's right. That's right. Cassandra says, tomorrow is Groundhog Day. Oh, on Super Bowl Sunday is Groundhog Day, huh? And then Brad says, Groundhog Phil may predict the outcome of the Super Bowl, LOL. Yeah, who knows? The Chiefs versus the 49ers. Oh, Cassandra says, I love Dark Shadows. And then Corpus Christine replying to Cassandra, oh crap, is it already? Yeah, hey, let's get Groundhog Day over with. Glam Fang says, my cats haven't asked that question. Doubt they'd care, LOL. What's that? If he likes cats? Well, I think he kind of does. He's got like 3 of them running around. Sometimes it feels like 3 too many, but no. I'd have to say he's probably an animal lover. Heidi says, hello, Cassandra Blue. Dale says, replying to Cassandra Blue, favorite character? Oh, on Dark Shadows. And then Cassandra says, you can watch Dark Shadows on Amazon Prime. Oh, can you? We don't have that. I don't have that. And then David says, Shudder should put Chiller Night Theater on. Oh, I like that idea even better. They should. Yeah. Again, if anybody out there from Shudder, from the Shudder channel is watching, Chiller Night Theater, be perfect. You'd love it. All right. Cassandra says, replying, Quentin is my favorite Dark Shadowed character. Ah, okay. Heidi says, Super Bowl Sunday would be a palindrome wedding anniversary. LOL. Oh yeah, that's right. 02/02/2020. Yeah. You can even flip that and read it backwards. It's the same. It's the same. Kevin says, did you ever interview Cassandra Peterson, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark? No, I never have. I've never met her. I've never talked to her. But I bet she'd be a fun one to interview. She looks like she'd be pretty funny. Brad says, whoever saw the movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray? Oh, yeah, I've seen that one. Been a long time, but I've seen it. Glamfang says, good answer, Jack. About the cats. Corp says, great movie. David says, I was one of those kids that used to run home from school just to watch Dark Shadows. If it aired in my area, like when I was growing up, I just didn't know of it. I didn't know of it. I wish I did, though, because that's something that I'm sure I would have really enjoyed, I've always been a fan of horror movies and science fiction and just, stuff like that. I think that would be a neat, the idea of it being a series. That I think that would have been something that young Bryan would really have latched onto. So now Cassandra says, to Kevin, Elvira did a promo for my web series Nocturnal. That's right. Yeah, I remember seeing that. That's kind of neat. David says, it's Mandy, my wife's birthday tomorrow. So, oh, well, happy birthday early, Mandy. On 2/2 of 2020 is a busy day. Oh, I bet so. Oh, David, you guys are going to be really busy. Vicelli's Super Bowl Sunday. Okay, let's see. What did I say? I'm reading back here. What did I miss? Okay. She did the promo. Oh. in 2008. Really? Was it that long ago? Wow. That's kind of neat. But I saw that online within the last year. So wherever that was, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. Um, okay, so I wanted to mention too, I said I was going to mention Gross Fest. If you guys want to go to a really, really super cool convention, uh, independent horror convention for horror, science fiction, you name it, they have it. Independent films, all that good stuff. Go to Gross Fest. Gross Fest is in July on the 25th and 26th, I believe, if I'm looking at that right, in Washington, Pennsylvania. And we went last year. It was a lot of fun. And Jack Shadow is the official horror host of Gross Fest. So, want to meet Jack Shadow? You want to meet Aura the Witch, Elvon Knock? Come on down to Gross Fest. And of course, David and Diana Silvio. You know her as, you know David as David, and you know Diana as Cassandra Blue. So they'll be there as well. They'll have a Kiss of Death production table, and we sat beside them last year, and I'm sure we'll be together this year again. I'm planning on it anyways. So let's see. David says, Mandy says, thanks for the birthday wishes. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then Dale says, Angelique was my favorite on Dark Shadows. See, I wish I knew these characters. I bet that would have been a fun show to watch. David says, hope to make it to Gross Fest this year. That's right. You were gonna try to make it down there last year and you couldn't make it. And then Brad says, it's starting to really snow here in Erie County, PA. Yeah, it's that time of the year. It was doing that. It just started up pretty bad when I got home shortly after I got home from Bocelli's in Butler. So I'm glad I got there and back before the snow started anyways. So kind of really makes you appreciate those drivers though, who are going out, when people say, "Oh, it's too bad out to go out. I'll order a pizza." Well, somebody's out there driving in that. So remember that, when it comes tip time. So no, I appreciate them all the support, and nights like this, you definitely got to appreciate their drivers out there in the weather. And then Kevin says, did you ever read Donald F. Glut's horror comic series, The Occult Files of Dr. Spectre? I've never read those. Those were with Golden Key Comics, I think, if I remember right. I've seen them. But I've never owned any to read though. But I bet those would be pretty good. I know which ones you're talking about. I've just never had any. So let's see. Glam Fang says, saw reruns of Dark Shadows, liked that it had a vampire, but am not a soap opera person, so lacked patience for some of the storylines, but overall it's still good. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I wish, now all this talking about Dark Shadows, I wish I had seen it. Wow, 8:40 already. I don't know about you guys, but I'm always amazed every week. I'm always absolutely amazed with how fast the time goes. Like last week, for example, I was sitting here talking, and I had many more things to cover, but the hour just goes so quick. And there's part of me, and maybe you guys can, share with me what you think. But there's part of me that wants to make I don't know, a longer show. I feel like this is so. Now, this is a very informal, just me and you guys all getting together, kind of chatting away. But for like the chiller chat, I'm almost thinking about making like a podcast or vodcast, video podcast type of show where I'm showing movie trailers, maybe commercials, stuff like that, and have it so I don't feel so rushed. But I don't know. There's so many wheels turning in my head right now. I got a lot of ideas. This is going to be a great year. I can sense it. But we're going to be planning on doing a lot more Chiller Night Theater episodes. So hopefully I'm gonna have a lot more for you here soon. In fact, this month I plan on not only having the Friday Night Frights, but I'm planning on filming some at the TV station as well. So hopefully that comes to pass. We shall see. Time will tell. All right, Brad says, I see Jack Shadow really getting ready for this Friday in his castle. Yeah, he's up there. Lord knows what he's doing, but he's up there doing something to get ready. So, whatever a Dark Lord of the Dark Domain does. Corpus says, I actually never watched it until I was older. Dark Shadows. Oh. Kevin says, there was another show like Dark Shadows called Strange Paradise, knowing as a cult soap opera. Well, that's interesting. I never heard of that one. Heard of Dark Shadows, but never Strange Paradise. David says, that would be great to see trailers and longer interaction. I think so. I think that'd be neat to. You know what I could do? I could just try it. I could just try it. You know, if it doesn't work, I mean, nothing has to be written in stone. But I could try it, and if it seems like something that people are interested in, I could do that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I got a lot of ideas, and a lot of this depends on. Now we'll be going right up to June with the. We'll be doing at least 5 of the Jack Shadow Friday Night Frights. The first Friday of the month, we've had as the Jack Shadow Friday Night Frights. I'll be going up at least until June. Anything after that, if I'm doing a haunted house this year for Harrisville, if I do another haunted house, when I maybe I could do July. I don't know. It sure is a lot. It sure is a lot. I don't know. I can say at least up until June. But if I do a haunted house, pretty much out of commission because it's just it takes so much of my time. Like every night, I'm over there working practically from the end of July until then. And it's not just, oh, I have until the end of July before I have to start. No, I'm ordering things. I'm designing stuff. I'm still I'm still going over stuff to make sure that I have what I need for when I get in there and go hands on. So I don't know, but I can at least confidently say that you'll see 5 Jack Shadow Friday Night Frights this year. If this really picks up and it's something to where I can do them a little more frequently, I will. We'll see. It's all we'll see. But I very much enjoy doing it. I'm so glad you guys are supporting me in doing this because it does take quite a bit. There's the preparing for the show, and I kind of with this and Chiller Chat, it's just me sitting here talking. But with the Friday Night Frights, a Chiller Night Theater, to actually do that and to be in character is, to me, it's almost like like theater. There's a part of me that Chiller Night Theater. Jack is. There's no second take. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that I got to go over, lines and dialogue, over and over and over again, and I want to make sure that, it's a good show. I don't like to do things unless they're good. So I put a lot into it, and I wouldn't do it if you guys didn't show me this kind of support. So I mean, I just want to thank you. I've never taken it lightly. You've heard me say this before. I'll say it again. I've never taken it lightly. The fact that here we are on a Saturday night, and wherever you are within the country or overseas, watching this, whatever time it is, it's a Saturday evening or Saturday night or maybe early Sunday morning for you, Kevin. But there's 100 other things you could be doing, but you're choosing to do this. To meet up with each other and to listen to me ramble on. So I appreciate that. I very much appreciate that. And I hope you guys enjoy this. And then even more importantly, to jump on the Roku, the Stream TV, and watch Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat throughout the night. So I just want to thank you again. So it's much appreciated. And I'm missing comments. By golly. Okay, there's quite a bit there, so I'm gonna because I know a lot of you are writing to each other, responding about the Dark Shadows and the other show that was mentioned, Strange Paradise, I believe. And Brad says sounded like it was brutal building that haunted house. It took a lot out of me, honestly. Uh, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I mean, it was the first time I could raise this arm above my shoulder without severe pain. So whatever was causing that worked itself out, you know. But yeah, it took a lot out of me. It really did, because many of those nights I was over there just, by myself. And I think that's the part that really did it. Lifting all those walls and putting the walls together. It wasn't every night. I had some help on some nights, which was greatly appreciated. But yeah, it took a lot out of me. And then the tear down. Oh boy, that took a lot out of me too, because I didn't finish that tear down until right before Christmas. I was there working away in 13-degree weather, and on some of those days. And so, yeah, it was something to where I would, if I'm to do another one, I got to figure out a better way to where, uh, there's not so much thrown on me. And again, don't get me wrong. There were a couple people here within the community. The mayor himself, of Harrisville, Gary Hughes and his wife, and their son came over a couple times, and those guys were very supportive. I had some other people who were actors in the haunted house. There were some nights that they came out. Another guy named DJ Dave was very valuable in helping out, but it hurt. It hurt. I ain't gonna lie. Um, but it's a lot of fun. I love them. I absolutely love them. Kevin says I have makeup, my very own horror hosts. They are Terror Vincent, Creepy Lily, and Wailing Mary. What do you think, mate? It sounds like pretty cool names. Terror Vincent, Creepy Lily, and Wailing Mary. That sounds pretty cool. Do you have it on YouTube anywhere? And then David says, if you do a haunted house this year, let me know, and me and the boys will come up to help you out with getting it ready for a couple nights. Oh, that'd be cool. I know you guys made it out and got to go through it, and they got to see Jack Shadow, and so that's much appreciated. Thank you. Glam Fang says, wasn't particularly fond of the movie remake of Dark Shadows, though. I appreciate the talent of the cast, but the overall feel of the movie didn't strike the right vibe for me. I did see the movie, but without seeing the series, that was hard to kind of gauge that. Um, I thought I thought it was okay, but it was like, And I'm not being like it's not. I like Johnny Depp in Sleepy Hollow. I thought that was a really good. That uh, again, I'm big on atmosphere. That movie to me is just such a great Halloween atmosphere movie. Tim Burton and all that. I don't know. He has quite a vision, doesn't he? But Brad says, what about a toned down version of the haunted house? A toned down version of it? I don't know. A toned down version of it. Well, I'll tell you what. It's already toned down. Uh, not necessarily by choice, or even by design, I should say, because of the time constraints I do have. I have 2 months to build to fill up empty space, put up the walls, and actually construct this thing. 2 months. Again, a lot of that time by myself over there figuring stuff out. So I have like 2 months to put that together. I have the month of October to actually operate it, and then to tear it down. So the setup and tear down, that's the part that I'm limited with. And I'll tell you why. If I didn't have to do that, the setup and tear down, that stuff's hard on the props. It's hard on the lumber, and stuff like that. Anytime you tear that stuff down, then you got to transport it and store it, take it back out of storage, and that's the way I've done haunted houses in the past. What I'm looking to do eventually, my goal is to get my own building to where I can leave that up, change structure, change certain rooms and halls from within the building throughout the year, so it's not the same every year. But some of it could be. You can make some variations, but that's my goal. Get a building. Heck, I could even put a nice little TV studio in there as well. So, fingers crossed. That's something to work for. But yeah, that's why like even you say toned down. It actually is toned down because if I had my way, if I could actually time wise put the vision, actually create the vision that I had for it, it would be amazing. Quite frankly, because I know what I can do. I know what I'm capable of doing, and that is, when I'm limited on the time, set up, tear down, set up and tear down. You just can't. You don't have the time. You can't do it like you'd want to if you had a permanent structure. Maybe someday. We'll see. And then Brad says, the last one was really a job. Yeah, it definitely was. Holy cow, we got 7 minutes. Cassandra says, I enjoyed seeing the original Dark Shadows cast in the Tim Burton version. I found the movie fun and a little silly. David says, in 1970, a feature movie version of Dark Shadows called House of Dark Shadows was made with the series cast. Oh, yeah? That's cool. Who made that? Was it Hammer or I don't know. I don't know any. I wish I knew about Dark Shadows when I was a kid. The Angry Pennsylvanian. There you are. It's been a few weeks. Glad that you joined us. He says, "Hey guys, I'm in Boardman, Ohio tonight. Sorry I'm late, but better late than never." Yeah. Well, good to see you again. We're glad you joined us, and whether you're in Boardman or Pennsylvania or wherever you're at, we're just glad that you're on board on board here for the last. Well, we got 6 minutes left, and not even that because I have to kind of cut it short. Maybe 2 minutes. I'd like to give you guys at least a couple minutes to rush to your Roku devices and get those fired up and get everything whatever you need to do to prepare for Chiller Night Theater at 9 o'clock. Cassandra says, replying to David Silvio, House of Dark Shadows was awesome. Glenn Fang says, hey, Angry Pennsylvanian, glad you made it. The Angry Pennsylvanian is doing a happy dance. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. Well, seeing as how you just jumped on, and seeing as how I do this anyways at the end of the show, I'm going to put the schedule back up here. So you guys know what in the world you're going to be watching. All right. At 9 p.m., just a few minutes, folks. It's crazy. 9 p.m., Chiller Night Theater, Jack Shadow features Beast from Haunted Cave. And then at 11 p.m., it's a new episode, Chiller Chat, with Donald F. Glut. Now that's the one that we live streamed just Tuesday night. So brand new for Stream TV tonight. 11:30 p.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is The Wasp Woman. 1:30 a.m. Chiller Chat with Bryan Hogue. That's one I live streamed on January 21st, so fairly recent. 2 a.m. Chiller Night Theater. Jack Shadow features The Crawling Eye. Now, if you don't know what a Friday Night Frights is, that's a good example because that was a Friday Night Frights episode. That was a live Chiller Night Theater that we did. So pretty cool. A lot of fun. Want to thank all you guys for participating. Don't forget, Tuesday night I will be doing the Chiller Chat. Thursday night, the Chiller Night Facebook group page. Corpus will be featuring Fright Night. And then, Friday the 7th, Friday Night Frights are back. Jack Shadow's Friday Night Frights. We'll be watching Silent Night, Bloody Night. All right, so it'll be a lot of fun. Hoping everybody can join in. Brad says 5 minutes until Chiller Night Theater. Get your Rokus ready. Yes! Kevin says, hope I can join you again often. near 2 a.m. here in Ireland. Oh, well, thank you so much. Kevin says, I have Universal Son of Frankenstein on. Ah, great movie. Great movie. I love that. Take care. Stay in touch with me. Thanks. Great. Son of Frankenstein with Basil Rathbone. All right. So, well, thanks for joining us, Kevin. And Al says, see you on Thursday, Corpus. David says, good night, all. David says, second glass of champagne, cheers. All right. All right, right. Sounds good. Well, folks, thank you for another night for the Chilla Night pre-show, tuning in and getting together, all you chiller maniacs. So I want to thank you once again. And Corpus says, movie time, guys. See you on the other side. See you on the other side. All right. Thanks again, folks. Have a good night. Have a good chiller night. We'll see you hopefully Tuesday, but if not, we'll see you next week for sure.